Hello, welcome back to my crypto channel. My name is Vincent B, and today we're going to be looking again at the Gunbot. Yesterday I wasn't having much success with it, and I was pretty much stayed up all night. I've only had a couple hours of sleep here, just trying to get this thing to work, because I knew it would work if I could just get these settings right. And it could be a little confusing at first. You have to pick the right coins, and the market has to be cooperating. I imagine as the market either becomes a bull market or a bear market, you would have to change your settings, or with each coin, depending on what the coin's doing. If the coin's dumping, there would be different strategies that you want to implement. And I haven't mastered this yet, but I found some settings that work for me. So it's been making me good money. I don't know if you just seen there it went up some. I don't know if that just happened when I started the video, but keep an eye over here on my account balance. It's 2307. It fluctuates up and down, but let's see if it goes up a little bit. The way I had it set up was to make a lot of quick sales, because it's set up with Bollinger Bands. If you guys are interested in purchasing this Gunbot, I just became an affiliate, so I have an affiliate link below, and if you follow that over, you should get a discount. I believe it's 10%. Let me know if it's different, but I'm pretty sure it's 10%. There you see it just made a Mist buy. Mist is a new coin that I heard from a YouTuber named Data Dash was talking about it. Awesome channel. He was talking about how good it is, and the chart looked good to me. You want to find a coin that didn't just shoot up real high and isn't dumping. So something that's just kind of going up and down, or like a bull formation. Some people call it jump across the creek. Anything that's kind of going up and down, like for instance like waves might not be the best. It's probably alright, but like I don't know, if it just spiked up real high, that might not be the best coin, because there's a good chance it's going to dump, and you don't want a coin to dump because the bot is just going to chase it down, and it might buy it at a low point, but then drop even lower. So I found settings that seem to work pretty good. I got over 20 some pairs in here, maybe 30 different pairs. We'll count them here in a second. I guess we can count them now. It might be too much. I would maybe just start with 20 and then see how much your computer can handle. I have a relatively new computer. It's only about 6 months old. It's not, you know, super good or anything, but it is a newer computer, and I upgraded the RAM. I think I have about 12 gigs in here of memory, so that might help me be able to run more coins. You might not be able to handle that much though, so just do like one at a time and make sure that your system isn't getting bogged down. Mine's starting to get a little bit bogged down, but let's see how many I'm running. 2, 3, 4. See how it's kind of taking a second. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. I don't know why that's doing that. 13. I don't know why it says can't reach. 14. I might be pushing a little too hard, especially with the screen recording software. 15, 16 on Digibyte. 17, 18, 19, 20. Come on. 21, 22, 23, 24 at bay. 25, 26, 27, 28. Yikes. 29, 30, 31 coins. So, you might have to take some of these off, especially if you're going to be running screen capture too. It was running, alright. I haven't seen this before, so I'm not sure what that's about. It should look like this here, where it says the last price, price to buy, price to sell, your security margin, where your Bollinger Bands are. There's different ways of running it. You can run Bollinger Band, ping pong, step gain. Most people that I see tend to run the Bollinger Band. So I had this set at, I had the high, it comes at 25 default, and then I turned the high up to 33, and then I turned it up to 40, and a couple in between. I've just been trying different settings and waiting a couple hours to see my results. Let's click back over here. Wow, wasn't that just 2270? I can't remember now. It's changing so fast. So 2310. I've been writing it down where I'm at. Let me make a note so I don't forget. I've been really testing this thing, and I think these settings are working. I've only been running them for about 12 hours now, but since I've changed to these settings, and we'll pull up a visual aid here to help. This Einsteinium seems to be doing good for me. Although this is probably not the ideal pattern you want to look for, but I think it's going to shoot back up, especially with Bitcoin going up. It should pull the alts up. A rising tide raises all ships, so eventually it'll bring these up. But in the meantime, it might look like they're down because as Bitcoin's going up, they're paired with Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin goes up, they're going to go down, and it's going to look like you're losing USD, but you're probably not. It's just that Bitcoin's going up too fast. That's been the situation the last couple days. As it levels out and the alts raise up, then you're going to really get your gains. So a couple people that bought the Gunbot, and it may seem like you're losing money, but don't worry, because it should even out. So let me go into the settings here. I was going to show you with Bollinger Bands on. Go ahead and activate these here, and I'll set them up with the top band being green. It doesn't matter what color they are. We'll just do green for money, because that's where you sell, and then red, kind of like a stoplight. See, there's a sell right there. Actually, it's upside down, but anyways, green's gonna be where you sell, and red's gonna be where you buy, and then yellow's gonna be the middle. So it was set at 30% to 40% down from the top band, and 25% up from the bottom band. The default is 25-25 is how it comes. The more you have it inside these bands, the more sells you're gonna make. But if you're buying and selling real quick, and it's dipping down, you might actually lose money. So let me try to explain with this. If you're tight inside the band, you're gonna like buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. But like, let's say you bought here, and then you sell here. If you're tight inside the bands, you're buying here and selling here and losing money. Okay, but if I've set it at 0 and actually -1, because you can set negative numbers if you didn't know that. I have it set pretty much on the band, so it's going to buy when it hits this band, sell when it hits this band, and then it's going to wait. You know, the closer you are to the bands, the less buys and sells you're going to have, but the more you're going to make off those sells. So if you want to make the most amount of money, you want to be closer to the bands. If you want to just do more sales and try to make more money that way, and you'll have to see what works for you, but this is what's working for me, is I'm going right up against the band. So buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, and then you're not going to make as many sells. It'll then go over to here. You're going to miss out on this sell. I think it would be better if it could be set for a trailing stop loss. Would be a better way to program this, but anyways, you pretty much get it. Sorry about that. Buy, sell, buy here, and then it's going to sell when it hits the band. So I have it right up against the bands, and that's been working better for me. It's going to vary depending on what the market's doing, I believe, and I'll keep you updated to what works for me. I'm still working on the spreadsheet to calculate the orders. Let's go ahead and take a look at the orders. I'm setting up a spreadsheet to keep track, you know, because that's really the only way that you're going to know, is if you add and subtract every buy and every sell, and then add up how much you're making, or else, you know, how are you really going to know other than just looking at your account balance? But that can be deceiving because of, you know, the whole pairing with Bitcoin and Bitcoin going up and down. So you know, if it could be going down against Bitcoin, but you could still be doing good, but it's not gonna increase in your USD. It's confusing, I know, but here's our buys and sells. For instance, you can see, let's try to find, so here's missed. It bought at 4689 for 42, and then it sold at 48330 for 85. So, well, they did 2 buys here, so that works out. Let's do a calculator real quick. I don't know why this calculator isn't letting me. Let's move this over here to my other screen, and then we're going to put in missed buy 4689. Let's do the sell first, and then subtract the buy. So we got 48330 minus 4689. So 144. Oh wait, I'll put the decimal in. So sell at 0004833 minus 0.0004689. Okay, so then you multiply that times 83 units, 85 units. So there's your profit, which would be 0.01224, about $3.50. So You're not gonna get, rich using this, but it's, see there, we're up 10 bucks already. It's slow, steady, 24/7, and it has no emotion, doesn't need to sleep. It's just buying and selling, 4 bucks here, 5 bucks here, 10 bucks here, and that can really add up. I just deposited some money into the account, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it and see. 2310. So we'll see where it's at in a couple hours. I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll let you know how these settings work. It isn't really a set it and forget it though. You are going to have to monitor the coins, make sure they're not dumping or shooting up real high, because that probably means that they're going to dump. So what's working for me is 0 here, and then sometimes I'll put -1 here. I don't know why it says you can't reach the page. I might just have too much going on. This is the first time I've seen that. It should look like that. So another number I've been experimenting with is this one. It comes default 30. I've been trying 35 and 40. Also, your max balance to trade is something that you want to take into consideration. If you have a lot of money in your account, or if you're doing quick short sales, you might want to use a larger amount. I noticed that since I set these to 0, I've been eating through my Bitcoin a lot faster, which you wouldn't think that would be the case. You would think that inside short sales inside the bands would eat it up faster, but probably because it's taking longer to sell. I guess that does make sense. So it's dropping down low. Let me show you with the chart. If it's just in here, it's just buying, selling, buying, selling. If you have a high value between the bands, and you're gonna have more Bitcoin to play with. But if you're going right up against the band, it's gonna take longer for you to do your buys and sells. Like if you're short in between the bands, you might have a couple sales here. You're gonna go buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, But if you're hitting the band, it's gonna be buy, sell, buy, sell. It's gonna be longer gaps, but for bigger gains. So that's my strategy with this. My buddy East Coast, he's using quicker sells, and that's working for him, but it might depend on what coins you're using too. You have to just kind of see what works for you, what works for the coins that you're using. This seems to be working for me, but it might depend on what the overall market is doing, would be my guess. So I was hoping this would go up while I was doing the video. It actually went down. It's gonna fluctuate. Overall, I've been up though. Yesterday I was at 1900. I did add, I might have added a couple hundred, but overall I think that I'm up about $100. But yeah, that's pretty much, I think that's pretty much what I wanted to show you with this bot today. Maybe I'll do an update later if anything changes, but I know some of you are having problems too, and I wanted to do a video and give you something else to try. Maybe this will help you earn some money, and if it does, donations are welcome. If you're making a killing and you want to throw something my way, I would appreciate it. I would throw this into the bot, and that'll help me. Any donations will also help me test the bot so I can let you know what's working for me, and yeah, that way I can let you know what's working. As you can see, I'm run. Oh wait, no, I actually that was 0.02 a minute ago. So I do have some Bitcoin to work with now, but that could change real fast, especially with running 30 different coins. Probably should take that down to about 20, 25. So at least I have some Bitcoin in there now. That might have been because I just made some deposits. Now that I started making money, I wanted to deposit some and see what this bot can do. If you're interested in buying, I do have an affiliate link now, and I believe when you click that, you will get a 10% bonus. Let me know if it's not 10%, and good luck to you with your trading. I'll do an update here. I'm going to put this spreadsheet together. I've just been busy tweaking these values in here. I've been trying -1 here also. So, you know, it is some work. It's not just something. Oh, don't hit start. Oops, I meant to hit save. Crap, I think that's going to start 2 fields now. So I might have to stop one. Don't ever hit retry or cancel. It'll crash it. Don't ever hit these buttons here. It'll cause a GUI crash. Okay, so you see I have 2 pairs. That can't be good. So I stopped the one, and the other one should still be running. Let's check real quick. So yeah, a lot of you guys were interested in the bot. If you could use my affiliate link, it will help support my work with the bot and sharing those results with you. So I would appreciate it if you did use my link. Or any donations. I'm looking to see if Pay is still running. That's the 10x coin. Very good coin. Oh, it might not have. It might have canceled them both. So Wave, Strat, Steam, SC. I'm reading them in case you can't read it. Augur, Made Safe, Litecoin, Lisk, Gigabyte, Factum, Ether, Ether Classic, EMC, which is Einsteinium, DGB, Dash, Cloak, BitShares, Ant is, oh, what is that one? Aragon. There's Pay. So it is still running. 10x is still running. LBC's Library Credits, OMG, Zomies Go, Ubeak, Decred, ARC, Bitcoin Cash on the move up. Like I said, remember I said buy around 220. You would have made some money if you would have did that. Qtum, Quantum, BitBay. Oh wait, is there 2 Quantums? Oh, where'd my arrows go? Mysterium, XRP. I don't really like XRP, but I thought I'd try it. See, there's Quantum again. Do I have 2 Quantums? Might just be the lag. Alright, so there's the coins I'm using. This is the strategy. right up against the bands. Like I said, you can also do a -1 here. And we'll check the account balance. I might start doing smaller values here if I keep eating up my Bitcoin. Coinbase locked down my account because I canceled a transferring money over, and then I needed it for a bill, so I stopped the transfer. They charged me $30, and now my Coinbase account's shut down. So who knows how long that'll take to get back up, if I even can, and that's the only way I can get Bitcoin. So I'll keep you updated on that situation too. So I actually lost money, but it was doing good. It's gonna go up and down. You know, worst case scenario, you'll end up holding some bags, and once it goes back up, you know, if you're doing quality coins, you know, don't worry about it. It'll go back up, and the bot will be there to sell it. You know, I've just been letting the computer run 24/7, and you know, stake some coins too while you're at it. I've been staking Bitconnect. I successfully staked a coin, or some part of a coin, last night. If you want to see my video, I did last night on that. I think that's it. Keep checking my wallet to see if it goes up. You can see I was at 23.20 at one point. So I think I'm going to set up either a Telegram, probably a Facebook page, and either a Telegram or a Discord or a Snapchat or something. Let me know what you guys like to use, and we'll set up a chat. I kind of like Telegram. I've been communicating with the bot father. It seems pretty cool. They got a little chat set up for the Gunbot where you can talk to other Gunbot users, but it's kind of a zoo. So if you want technical support from me, I'll be setting up something for you if you purchase it from me. And I think that's it. Let's wrap it up. I've already been talking for a half hour about this, but that's what you guys wanted, a video on the bot. So there's your update. Give me a like if you want to see more on the bot. It'll motivate me to do the spreadsheet. Something I'm not really looking forward to, but you know, I want to do it for science. It's really the best way to really figure out if you're buying and selling. I used to write everything down when I was trading, you know, where you buy it and where you sell it and how much you're making, but really you should use a spreadsheet. And it's new spreadsheet software that I'm using, and I gotta figure out how to set up the fields. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. I've just been so busy playing with these fields to find out what works. Okay, so I'll keep you updated. Subscribe and hit the bell for more. And I'm gonna be giving away some coins on my videos. I don't have much to give away now, but in the future videos, the first couple people that comment and give me a like are gonna be getting something. I gave away a couple dollars yesterday to a couple people, and I will continue doing that. So you might want to check out when I do a video. I'll be giving away some coins as I make money off of this bot and off my different programs. If you want to check out the programs I'm using, different automated Autobots such as Bitconnect, they're free to sign up, and with those you can just put in money and they manage the bot for you. But with those, a lot of times your money's tied up with them for a time. Ambies is the new one where you can pull money out, but you gotta wait 24 hours and there's a 7% fee. But it's new, and I'm still kind of I wouldn't put a lot of money into it. Just put what you can afford to lose, because with a third party, you're putting your trust in them, and that's always can be risky, but with this Gunbot you could always cash out whenever. But I've heard not to stop your Gunbot for any reason, or just to be very careful of stopping it. And I'm not sure exactly why, if that's just because you'll have to manually sell this stuff, or if it messes up the algorithms. That's something I could ask them, and I'll let you know. I have stopped it. Like one time there was a storm and it took the power out and I had to restart, and there's an option to restart your pairs when you load up. You don't want to do that when you start it for the first time. You want to say no and then do your pairs. But then if you have a lot of coins and you say restart, that little box pops up, and it takes forever. I could not get it to go away. I had to what I do, delete all the configs files and start over, or I think I just manually started them. I said no and then I manually started them. I'm not sure if it loads or not, but I'll keep you updated. I've only been using this for a couple of days, so this is what I've learned so far. I've been just 24/7 playing with this bot and constantly checking my account balance to see how it's doing. Yeah, I think I've covered everything in 30 minutes. I should. Let's check the balance one more time. It takes time. It's not something, so I'm actually losing money now. And let's see, some things are in the red. Usually Mondays aren't that good. Let's go to the main Bitrix page here. Yeah, a lot of things are in the red here. So that could be why. It's nothing to worry about. They will go back up if you're picking quality coins. They're eventually going to go back up. And if you're doing if you're selling and buying at the best possible places, then most likely you're going to make some good gains. And you could probably expect to make 1% pretty easy, if not 4% on a good day. I made 200 the first night, but I think that might just be a fluke. I don't know. I will keep you posted. I'm gonna keep. I write down the date and time in my wallet throughout the day, so I know what's working and what's not. So any questions, leave them down below. I don't know if I've said that. Don't be afraid to ask any questions. And if you want to leave your wallet address, you never know, I might just throw you some Bitcoin or some altcoin. Leave an address, and if I have some, I might just throw you a little bit of something. I just emptied my wallet out into the Gunbot, putting everything I have in there to try to make sure that it's loaded up. Right now it's got some Bitcoin to play with. It was out for a while there, but let's wrap this up. If you've been with me this far, then you're a true subscriber. Leave your wallet down below. I'll try to throw you something when I get something. Have a good day. Good luck to you trading, and have fun with your Gunbot. I will be talking to you here soon. Peace and love and anarchy. I'm out.